Welcome back, YouTubers and Madden fans. This is Madden Money Shot, bringing you another Madden 19 gameplay video, though in reality, what this video is going to be about the patch. I wanted to put out a video a little bit sooner. I put out a video last patch update, although realistically, when I looked at the patch notes, I just didn't feel like enough changed as far as the gameplay to warrant this. You know what I mean? To warrant a video based off of what changed. Because last gameplay, or last update, patch, whatever, came out, and I just felt like there was way more changes. You know what I mean? Like there was a ton of changes to the gameplay specifically, more specifically the plays that I exposed and other YouTubers exposed. So it was almost to the point where I felt the need that I had to say, hey, these are the things that changed. You know what I'm saying? These things were patched, these things weren't. Because realistically, I don't think that EA necessarily changes the thought process of the players on defense when it comes to how they react to certain plays. I think that they basically pick out plays that are getting abused and program the AI to react a certain way to those plays based off the fact that you know, they know the setups or whatnot. I just think they basically attack certain cheese plays, not necessarily change how the zones are, how smart the players are. All that stuff's not true. I think realistically they just basically you know, they just basically attack the plays that everybody likes to use. But like I said, I don't think this patched update necessarily did that. But ultimately, I'm making this video to put my own spin on it because I've had a lot of people in my comment sections of my most recent videos saying stuff like, did you use this after patch? Does it work after patch? Why is this not working for me after patch? People are freaking out based off of a patch that I don't really think changed the game that much. So, I mean, especially the defense. The defense I just put out, which you're going to see pretty much this entire gameplay video, is post-patch, and it's the same thing. Nothing has changed. And I've seen some other YouTubers' videos trying to sell it like this is the biggest change ever. You know what I mean? Like I saw one from Gut Fox. He said this is the title was like the biggest gameplay change. I didn't really notice that. Then I saw there was a title from Sports Gamers Online like running is back. Like I didn't know running went anywhere. You know what I mean? I only run 2 run plays. I run the I-form slot flex toss, and I run the inside zone of the tray wide flex. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's it. I don't really run anything else, and I never really had any issues because if you know what plays are successful pre-patch, post-patch, it doesn't really matter. You know what I mean? Like I don't really think that running was the issue. Maybe it's the plays that people are using that was the issue. But realistically, like I said, I never had any problem running. The real thing that they changed as far as running go is they just kind of decreased the angles, I think is how they termed it, for basically block shedding. So, you know, they have to have a much, the window's a lot smaller. They have to have a much better angle now to get off of their shed, to get their sheds and get to the running back. That's a simple change, I guess. I don't know if it's necessarily true. Like I said, I never really had any problems running the ball. So, you know, like I said, a lot of this is just, I don't want to call it fake news, but it just seems like they added some cool stuff. Like the most important one was the new one to Mutt, the route specialist, I think it's called. That one right there is, I don't want to call it a game changer, but it's definitely one of the most unique changes that they made to the game. But after that, it's just like, you know, franchise mode stuff. You know, a lot of it's like visual effects, like, you know, the player likenesses and stuff like that. Like stuff that doesn't really matter too much. Definitely doesn't affect the gameplay, but you know, that's pretty much it. So since my channel's essentially, you know, money play channel, I would call it a gameplay channel without like the most gameplay. I mean, I do put out gameplays, hopefully you enjoy them, but realistically, I'm not toke or nothing like that. This isn't like a straight gameplay channel, as you can see with the pick right there. But we're gonna stick to the actual gameplay notes, the gameplay tuning. That's what I'm gonna comment on mostly. And then, like I said, you can see the defensive, you know, the defense I was just running. That was the defense that I just put out. I'll try to pop a link for that and put it in the description below the defense video because I'm gonna spoiler alert. I'm gonna shut this dude down pretty much the entire game with this defense. Like I said, post patch, nothing really changed. They're never gonna fix the mid blitz or the nickel 3-2-6. I really don't think, because there's nothing really wrong with it. You know what I mean? So there's 6 guys at the line. Most people have 5 blockers. Of course, somebody's gonna get him free. There's nothing cheap about that. You block a tight end, you block a running back. That's how you solve that issue for the most part. You know what I mean? So for people that are like the mid blitz is unfair or is cheating or something like that, it's really not. You just have to have more blockers. If you have 6 guys coming in and 5 blockers, yes, somebody's gonna get free. There's nothing cheesy or cheap about it. Now, a couple of things that I've seen that I'm just like, really? I didn't even know that was a thing. Like number one, where they're basically advertising that QBs are gonna fumble now more when tackled with a hit stick. you know, when running with the quarterback. Dude, I have Michael Vick. He fumbles all the goddamn time. Like, I didn't even know that was something that people were cheesing, unless you got like Cam Newton or something like that. Like, when I take off with Vick, he's pretty much a candidate to fumble like every time. So I didn't even know that that was a thing. Apparently they tuned that, so now you can get hit stick fumble. Like I said, my dude, if I don't slide prior to the patch, if I wasn't sliding pretty much every time with Vic, he was going to fumble, especially like inside the 5. I don't know why, but he just fumbles like crazy if I try to dive into the end zone or something like that inside the 5. So I guess now, not like I said, to me nothing's changed, but I guess now I got to be even more cautious. I don't really know. Other than that, I mean, they have, you know, I guess if you had on aggressive as far as your coaching setting, you would get more strip balls. I can't say that. I mean, I do that, but I can't say I really noticed a ton of those. Well, now if you do that, you can get more face mask penalties, which I've played in games. I haven't seen that, so maybe most people don't do that. Maybe most people don't have the aggressive setting on. I've played in some games though where I've had probably more fumbles than I should, especially in a gameplay that's going to be coming out here pretty soon. So I would imagine that person had on aggressive. But I definitely don't remember any penalties in the game either. Not a single one. So, like I said, I don't know if that really did anything. I know that, you know, if you set your pass rush to aggressive, you can jump off sides a lot. So they always want to have counters to that. And I'm glad that they added it. I'm just saying that I've played in games where I had a lot more fumbles than I probably should, and I just don't remember any penalties. So I don't know what to make out of that. Now, a few things that I have noticed that are pretty obvious that have nothing to do with gameplay. Like in MUT now, when you want to sell cards, it's way easier. You can either type it in, or you can, it goes up way quicker now than it used to. It used to take forever. If you want to sell a card for like a couple $100,000, it would take forever to get that card, you know, to the point. So now that's really cool. I think the fact that the people can type it in though, one slight typo and you might be getting a $100,000 card for $10,000. You know what I'm saying? So you might see people salty as shit when they're selling their cards by mistake for a much cheaper value based off of the fact that they tried to type it in and be quick about it. And you know, like I said, you might see a lot more snipes based off of mistakes off of that. So I don't even like typing it in based on the fact that could happen. So realistically, I'm probably going to stick to the old-fashioned way. But that's something that's definitely in the game now. I've noticed on all Madden in solo battles, I'm thinking I'm seeing a kick meter now. Is that true? Like a directional for the kicker, which is cool. I think they fixed that. I hope I'm not, you know, imagining that, but in the solo battles I played, I think I remember seeing that. So I'm not 100%. I didn't see that in the dev notes or anything like that. As far as back to gameplay goes, they did fix how some of the zones react to what they call them, multiple crossing routes. They fixed the zones to an extent. They're not as bad as they were. They especially fixed it against certain bunch formations. Like one of my favorite plays that I put out of the Panthers, the empty gun bunch, or the gun empty bunch, whatever. It still works pretty much the exact same way, but one route doesn't get open against cover 3 like it used to. That's really the only difference that I noticed in the game. I know that the cover 6 and the cover 4s could get burnt horribly deep. They still kind of do, but it's not as bad. It's not like by like 10, 20 yards like it was. Now it's kind of like more like they can just get beat by like 5. So it's like they're still not great defensive coverages, but they have improved zone coverage in the majority of plays. Like I said, cover 6 and cover 4 is somewhat manageable now. But like I said, they still didn't fix it enough that it's not extremely broken. They said they fixed an issue where there was a play where at times the quarterback wouldn't hand the ball off. There's times where I've turned the ball over in toss formations where basically it just like bounces off the fullback because the fullback's running some retarded direction. So yeah, they still need to work on that. I would like to finish this video talking about some stuff that they need to fix. One of the things, the most important things that I just don't understand why they haven't fixed it, and going on a decade now, is why custom playbooks still glitch out. I don't know if they fixed that in this update, but I really doubt it. I don't see it in the patch notes, and I'm not going to look because I know it's been at least 7 years since this problem's been going on, probably since like Madden 12 or 13. And they just don't seem to give a flying F. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just insane. Yeah, I'm trying to make. I'm getting upset because I'm trying to make a custom playbook for you guys, a custom ebook. But I tried to make it, and guess what happened? It glitched. You know what I'm saying? I spent like an hour trying to put it together, and hey, it glitched. You know, what do you know? Like put some care into that. I know you don't care because it's not MUT, and you're not making a lot of extra money because, you know, in MUT you can't use custom playbooks. But realistically, half of your community plays CFM or regular, regular play now. You know what I'm saying? play online. So you like fix it, like finish the game. You know what I'm saying? It's like insane. Like it's 7 years now, and I'm still getting heated by the fact that I have to redo my custom playbook. I mean, it's just incredible. So, you know, that's something that I think they definitely need to put 5 seconds into fixing or figuring out. I mean, what is it? Like, is it so deep to the root of the core of the game that you can't fix the custom playbook issue? I mean, going deeper into it, apparently there was some sort of glitch in the custom playbooks that caused the offensive team to leave the field, forcing the defensive user to quit the game and take a loss. How broken is that? Like, you can't even fix the custom playbooks to the point where there's some sort of glitch that you can basically win games before it even starts. You know what I'm saying? Based off of custom playbooks. I mean, it says they addressed it. It doesn't even say they fixed it. It says you addressed it. That means, like, what? You talked about it? You know what I mean? Like, hey, we're aware this is going on. I don't know how to fix it because we can't even fix the glitch in the playbooks in the first place. Not to mention the new blue screen thing that basically just, like, shuts down your system or something and costs you games. I mean, that's an entire different problem on its own. One issue fixed that's out there is basically now there was some issue where, you know, you tried to jump and make a pick and the ball wasn't caught. I guess that's not a problem anymore, so they fixed that. Now you probably won't catch the ball if you hit the button too early, but at least you'll jump and you'll make a play on it, so basically knocking it down, which is still a win. So that's it. That's the video. You can see it ended on some BS. Dude tried to catch a punt, doinked off his head, and he ended it with a safety, so he's going to quit after that. He wouldn't have scored on me anyway. But that's it. If you want to see more gameplay, do me a favor with the like button, or let me know in the comment section. Or if you want to see a rant, I want to do an entire rant on this game if you want to know the truth about it next. Let me know in the comment section if you want to see that, because I could really go in. And that's it. Thanks for watching Mad Money Shit Out. Need more help or just want to show your support? Then head over to my Patreon and join my team, where you can get exclusive content like ebooks and bonus plays, as well as early access to my vids and more. Link in the description below.